Can you hear it? The roar waiting to rise. They live for this. They want this. What do you want?
Again, pushing his weight. Pushed off tackler.
And get the second goal of the game for Thomas Habib.
Nice little move. Buffy scores.
Passing them forth and they score!
You know what we want. To immortalize every moment and make sure you never miss a play. This is Maritime Athletic Profiles.
Never miss a play.
What makes a name? You might think it's the game winners or the highlights, but the foundation is ours. Sacrifice. And failure. Thousands of reps. Did you think it was easy? The work behind this name will make it echo forever.
Greatness isn't born, it's forged. It's in the sweat, the grind, and the sacrifices we make. It's in the choices we face every day, from the strength we build in the gym to what we fuel our bodies with. How steel sharpens steel, we push one another to be better, stronger, sharper. We find strength not just in ourselves, but in those who stand with us, on the field, on the court, and in life. Because every choice matters. Every drop of effort, every ounce of fuel. Together, we're not just chasing goals. We're building stronger bodies, sharper minds, and healthier lives. Greatness is in the moments that test us, the choices that fuel us, and the people who push us. BioSteel is built for those moments. Every step, every play, every day, steel sharpens steel.
Some say you love me one day. I will wait to kiss your love.
Hey Halifax, it's CJ from the Hoopers. On and off the court, I know how important it is to have a good team you can trust. That's why I drive Steel Ford Lincoln. They're all about supporting our community and making sure you feel right at home, just like a family. If you want a team that's got your back, check out Steel Ford Lincoln. I'm proud to represent the Halifax Hoopers, and I'm proud to drive Steel Ford Lincoln.
Triple B's in the TBL done linked up. Boy, it's about to be one of the coldest seasons in the world. Trust me when I tell you. Hey, and we got that merch coming to you. Yeah, hats, hoodies, T-shirts. You want it all. You got to look sharp at the game while you over there cheering. Yes, indeed. We got 38, I say again, 38 teams. Come on now. This is the real deal. You talking about a league? You better come see it.
One system, every level, from the first AAU practice, the pros, hectic schedules, constant messages, high expectations. The BioSteel Teams app becomes a through line connecting youth, prep, college, and pro basketball, helping teams run the right way from day one. This isn't just an app, it's the new standard for team communication.
Triple B's in the TBL done linked up. Boy, it's about to be one of the coldest seasons in the world. Trust me when I tell you. Hey, and we got that merch coming to you. Yeah, hats, hoodies, T-shirts. You want it all. You got to look sharp at the game while you over there cheering. Yes, indeed. We got 38, I say again, 38 teams. Come on now. This is the real deal. You talking about a league? You better come see it.
Some say you'll love me one day. I will wait to kiss your love.
Hey Halifax, it's CJ from the Hoopers. On and off the court, I know how important it is to have a good team you can trust. That's why I drive Steel Ford Lincoln. They're all about supporting our community and making sure you feel right at home, just like a family. If you want a team that's got your back, check out Steel Ford Lincoln. I'm proud to represent the Halifax Hoopers, and I'm proud to drive Steel Ford Lincoln.
Just 3% dehydration. That's all it takes. A 10% drop in strength, 10% less power, 15% less endurance. Would you risk it? When you're dehydrated, your body isn't performing at its peak. Your muscles can't recover. Your game suffers. That's why we created BioSteel. Clean, healthy hydration. Trusted by pro athletes since 2009. Formulated to keep you performing stronger, longer. No sugar, no compromise. 3% dehydration, 100% preventable. Steel sharpens steel.
In the arena of sports, every game is a battle. And every athlete is a gladiator.
From the right side, makes a little backhand and scores!
And every battle needs chroniclers to give voice to defeat, perseverance, and relentless resolve. Can you hear it? The roar waiting to rise. They live for this. They want this. What do you want?
Again, pushing his weight. Pushed off tackler.
And get the second goal of the game for Thomas Habib.
Nice little move. Buffy scores.
Passing them forth and they score!
You know what we want. To immortalize every moment and make sure you never miss a play. This is Maritime Athletic Profiles.
Never miss a play.
What makes a name? You might think it's the game winners or the highlights, but the foundation is ours. Sacrifice. And failure. Thousands of reps. Did you think it was easy? The work behind this name will make it echo forever.
Greatness isn't born, it's forged. It's in the sweat, the grind, and the sacrifices we make. It's in the choices we face every day, from the strength we build in the gym to what we fuel our bodies with. How steel sharpens steel, we push one another to be better, stronger, sharper. We find strength not just in ourselves, but in those who stand with us, on the field, on the court, and in life. Because every choice matters. Every drop of effort, every ounce of fuel. Together, we're not just chasing goals. We're building stronger bodies, sharper minds, and healthier lives. Greatness is in the moments that test us, the choices that fuel us, and the people who push us. BioSteel is built for those moments. Every step, every play, every day, steel sharpens steel.
Some say you love me one day. I will wait to kiss your love.
Hey Halifax, it's CJ from the Hoopers. On and off the court, I know how important it is to have a good team you can trust. That's why I drive Steel Ford Lincoln. They're all about supporting our community and making sure you feel right at home, just like a family. If you want a team that's got your back, check out Steel Ford Lincoln. I'm proud to represent the Halifax Hoopers, and I'm proud to drive Steel Ford Lincoln.
Triple B's in the TBL done linked up. Boy, it's about to be one of the coldest seasons in the world. Trust me when I tell you. Hey, and we got that merch coming to you. Yeah, hats, hoodies, T-shirts. You want it all. You got to look sharp at the game while you over there cheering. Yes, indeed. We got 38, I say again, 38 teams. Come on now. This is the real deal. You talking about a league? You better come see it.
Started with misses from behind the arc. Here come the Hoopers. Another three attempt. This one. The other way come the Hoopers. Drive in there. Hoopers in control early. Shot from Scott. Nothing but nylon and timeout taken by Port City. Out to Hamlet. Hamlet to Linton Brown. Linton Brown inside. Hamlet's wide open. And one of the east. Linton Brown advancing it for Halifax. Again, nice dish inside and great ball movement by Halifax. The rim and out. And almost getting there. Has played here before and is a valuable member of this Halifax Hoopers squad. Bucket is good. A magnetic pull away from the nylon. Inside and missed on the easy lay-in. Did Shackleton Davis, the leading scorer for the Hoopers. Good ball movement. Stanford finds it in the corner and back inside. And the Power now with possession. Outside and a deep range shot. Ethan Chisholm. Trying to remember his team, and I feel bad because I can't, but I've been watching Ethan Chisholm. Checking him for the Hoopers, number 4. That doesn't look like Trey Edwards. To Hamlet. Hamlet drives in the first quarter. Josiah Tynes drives mid-range. Josiah Tynes out to Smith. And deep. Ankra drives the lane, left hand, rolls around the rim and falls in. Tynes calling for a screen. And why not? From downtown! Ankra looking to get some points before the break and dished inside, and Halifax Hoopers. Davis getting some separation. He's trying to heat up, and that'll help in Ramatan. Inside is Shizmurda. Davis with the ball. Trying to break some ankles, gets through everybody and misses on the lay, but Tyre playing some stellar defense. Now quickly the other way come Port City. The 3 attempt. Great. Trading these sides. And Rammertan. Hamlet. Times drives into traffic. No good rebound grab by Hamlet. These are Linton, Brown, and Stanford. Davis step back 3. Money! Times cut. Still the ball stays with Scott, and it's good. Bit of a heat check there from Tyler Scott. However, some good rebounding and effort gives Hamlet an easy lay-in, and the trap works excellently. Hamlet in the layup, and you think he's big enough to dunk, but Hooper's up 11 after they were trailing before the timeout. Scott from 3. Tynes, good pass. Hamlet elects not to shoot, drives, gets some space, and big boy bucket there. No good, off the iron, and falls to the hardwood. Now,
welcome inside the Joseph Zatzman's Arena here for the Basketball League. It's Halifax Hoopers basketball on TBL TV. The Hoopers, 5-8 on the season, welcome in the Atlantic Canada Division leaders with a 12-3 record, the Tri-City Tide. And it's the final matchup between these two teams, game number 5. Halifax 1-3 on the season. They won the last meeting between these two teams on April the 17th, 116-111. And we'll send it down to the public address announcer for the starting lineups and the national anthems. Tip-off on the other side. Stay with us. You're watching Hoopers basketball here on TBL TV.
Before we introduce you to the lineups, we invite you to rise if you are able. Remove your caps for the first play of the American National.
So it's the Hoopers and the Tide for the last time in the regular season. Dean Pan, Stephen Clough, and Brent Markendale, the three officials this evening. Starting lineups for both of these teams. For Tri-City, they'll go with Dawsey, Jameson, Latney, Thomas, and Robinson. For the Hoopers, it's Davis, Hogue, Stanford, Scott, Allison, Tone Davis looking for another basketball to use. Him and Tyler Scott deciding on a basketball. Let's see which one they choose. They give it to Stephen Clough, and then they'll toss it over to CJ Jameson. I think CJ's okay with it. No, he wants Dossie's opinion, and I think we figured it out. So it'll be Thomas and Ellison will jumping up here. The Tide started the season on an 8-game winning streak. They are 12-3, a very impressive campaign going on for the team from the hub city in New Brunswick. Halifax, on the other hand, bounce back win last night here at home, a 125-100 win over the Port City. 5-8 on the season as they defeated the Power last night in convincing fashion. Still waiting for the opening tap here. Dean Pan, the crew chief, and the three officials, trying to get things sorted out at the minor officials table. Late start, and do apologize to the fans out there watching on TBL TV. Some technical difficulties inside the building in regards to the live stats. Got it sorted out here. Slowly but surely, we will have a contest between these two combatants. As mentioned, Halifax trying to build on that 116-111 win on April the 17th on the road in Moncton. They are 1-3 on the season between these two teams. They'll only match up 5 times in the regular season here in this new Atlantic Canada division of the Basketball League. And we got it completely sorted out here. Now Stephen Clough will throw it up. Thomas and Ellison will get this game underway. And the tap is controlled by the Tide. Here's Dossie. Latney turns the corner. Thomas faces up Ellison. Jumper won't go. Tyler Scott with the rebound. Scott had a huge game last night. 27 points on 10 of 13 shooting and 8 rebounds. He was 4 for 7 from downtown in 31 minutes. Turnover by the Hoopers. But they'll turn it right back over as Jordan Robinson loses the handle. Tone Davis will bring it over the timeline. Davis, Halifax's leading scorer at 24 points per game. Scott almost gets it ripped away. Hogue picks it up. Back out to Ellison for 3. Ellison, the native of Halifax, Nova Scotia, just finished up his collegiate career in U Sports. That's the Canadian version of NCAA Division I basketball at the University of New Brunswick. 3-pointer from the corner by Latney won't fall. That jumper's too strong by Stanford. Latney with the rebound. 3-pointer from downtown by CJ Jameson. So Jameson opens up the scoring here with a 3-pointer. Davis with the pull up off the ball screen. Another one and done for the Hoopers. Here's Thomas. That 15-footer won't go. Hogue drops it off to Ellison. Gets his own rebound. Ellison's attempt won't go. He batted around. His last touch by Thomas. It will stay Hoopers basketball. Scott will trigger the inbound on the baseline. Hogue gets inside and lays it up and in. So Teron Hogg with the first field goal for the Hoopers. Dossie's three-pointer will miss the mark. Here's Hogg. Gets inside, rejected. Ellison with the left hand. That soft touch around the rim for Tim Ellison. Ellison had a good game last night on 8 of 12 shooting. 17 points. 5 assists and 3 rebounds. 7 players for Halifax hit the double-digit mark last night in that 125-20 victory. And a foul on that missed shot. Jamison hits the deck. And it looks like it's on Davis. Davis first, teams first. Jamison gets inside, kicks it out to Dossie. Jamison gets it back. Floater won't go. Hogg with the rebound. Here's Tarion Hogg. Cut off, spins in the lane, flips it up and in. Nice move there by Hogg. He's got back-to-back buckets. Gives the Hoopers a 3-point lead. Skip pass. Jamison from downtown. This time it won't go. Scott with another rebound. He wanted a foul. He looks back at Team Pan looking for retribution. Scott with the fadeaway, some contact by Dossie on the closeout, and Tyler Scott will go to the line to shoot a pair. So DQ Dossie with his first, team's first. A couple free throws coming up here for Scott. Knocks down the first. He'll go 1 for 2. Dossie surveying. Latney blow by, gets inside, gets it knocked away, and he'll lay it up and in. As Latney stayed with it, the initial shot was tipped away. Now here's Davis for 3, got it. Tone Davis steps in front of his first three-pointer, 23 points last night in that victory for Tone Davis. He was 3 of 8 from downtown, 7 rebounds and 2 assists. On 8 of 16 shooting for Davis. Dossie, he'll try from distance. Chased down and almost saved by Robinson. And it'll be Hoopers basketball. Here's Scott. rejects the screen. Throws it inside, picked off by Robinson. Here's the Tide on the run out. Ellison got back in transition as he snuffs out that advantage for the Tide. Timeout on the floor. Just under 7 minutes remaining here in the opening frame. Hoopers lead by 5. Tide basketball under the timeout. They'll remain the original starting lineup for both of these teams out of the timeout. Jamison will trigger the inbound baseline. Dossie now. Latney's jumper, nothing but nylon. So Kendall Latney with the jumper cuts the lead to a one-possession game. Here's Hogg. Scott's jumper, it will fall. Good-looking jump shot there by Tyler Scott. Thomas now will look to go inside. The Robinson posting up Hogg. Robinson throws up the air ball, but strips it away from Davis. Smokes the layup, gets his own rebound, and finishes with the left hand. Hogg goes backdoor. Davis elects to use the ball screen, and Dossie contact on the wrist of Davis in that three-point attempt. So DQ Dossie will pick up his second team foul. Tone Davis will shoot two. Davis from Detroit City. First one too strong, that'll rim out. Halifax looking to make a couple changes here as they'll go to the bench along with the Tide. Devon Glenn's in, number 11 for the Tide. A plethora of substitutions here for Tim Kendrick and the Hoopers. As Jackson Nyenya will check in for the first time. Shea Brown was looking to come in. Davis will stay out there after that made free throw. Now Shea Brown will come on, the former St. Mary's Husky. Here's Jamison. Gets out of the double, but it's blocked. That shot by Robinson. Jamison gets back to steal it, up to Robinson. Robinson gets inside. Gets his own rebound again. That's another missed shot by Robinson, but the follow's there. As Jordan Robinson very active on the offensive glass. Here's Hogg. He'll turn the corner. Shot won't fall, and he'll commit the foul on Jamison. So Teron Hogg will pick up his first, team second. Glenn gets it over the timeline. Latney gets inside, blows by Nenya and lays it up off the glass and in. That's a good-looking half-court set by the Tide. Hogg now, looking for Jackson inside. Nice catch by Stanford. And Stanford had 14 points last night and 7 rebounds for the Hoopers in that victory over Port City. Here's Robinson. He's been busy in the paint in this opening frame. This time, couldn't track down his miss. Now Teron Hogg. He'll spin in the lane. Hogg's fadeaway jumper won't go. Thomas with the rebound. Tide now with a chance to tie it up or take the lead on this trip. Aaron pass by Thomas, trying to find a cutting Jamison. Well out of his reach. Now Hogg with the pull up. Off the back heel, Thomas with another rebound. Might have gotten away with a travel. Now Glenn will get them set here in the half court. Horns action here. Here's Jamison, gets inside, draws the contact on Nyenyanya. So Nyenyanya will pick up his first, team's third. Jamison will go to the line to shoot 2. So Josiah Tynes and Brandon Bellotti will come in for the Hoopers. And Fenley Jean-Baptiste checks in for the first time for the Tide. Jamison goes 2 for 2. And it'll remain Hoopers basketball. Here's Brown. Uses the screen from Bellotti. He'll pull it out. Now Bellotti trying to post up Glenn. Skip pass. Nyenyanya looking for it inside. That's stolen by Latney. Now Latney trying to get downhill. Kendall playing bully ball. Jean-Baptiste with the rebound. Second chance here for the Tide. Here's Robinson. Pull up just inside the three-point line. That'll rim out. That shot won't fall. Jean-Baptiste across the key. Spins in the lane. Throws up a wild shot, trying to chase down his own miss. But Shea Brown can't corral the rebound. So a timeout on the floor. Wolmawan will come in for the Tide. It'll be Tides basketball out of the timeout. Halifax leading it by 1. Tide basketball out of the timeout. Hoopers go with Jones, Bellotti, Brown, Tynes, Nenyenya. For the Tide, they'll counter with Latney, Glenn, Robinson, Jean-Baptiste, and Marwan, who's checked in for the first time. Fadeaway jumper in the corner by Latney comes up short. Good close by Mason Jones. Now Josiah Tynes gets it over the timeline. Now Brown gets Robinson in the air, and that's stolen away by Jean-Baptiste. Not a good pass there by Shea Brown. Robinson trying to go to work on Bellotti. Drops it off to Jean-Baptiste, and he'll step out of bounds. Good defense there by Jackson. Davis comes in, and Brown will go to the bench for the Hoopers. Davis, blow by. Fadeaway jumper, won't go. Latney with the rebound. Robinson throws it away. Bellotti picks it off. And Finley Jean-Baptiste will be called for the foul. So Jean-Baptiste will pick up his first, team's third. Just over a minute remaining in the first quarter. Hoopers lead it by one. Both teams still trying to find their way in field goal percentages here. Bellotti gets inside. That's batted away, and Tynes can't handle that pass from Bellotti. And Maiwan, he'll step on the sideline, and that's a play you'll see at least twice or maybe three times, if you're lucky, in a basketball game. So back-to-back turnovers. Under a minute to go in the quarter. Here's Jones. Tynes inside to Jackson, nice catch. Jones spins, baseline fadeaway, won't go. And Jean-Baptiste secures for the tie. Here's Latney. Latney gets it back, left hand, he's fouled by Bellotti, and Kendall Latney will shoot two. So Bellotti will pick up his first 14 foul. So a couple free throws here for Latney. Bellotti in his return to Halifax, 12 points last night. One of the 7 Hoopers in double digits. 3 rebounds in 15 minutes. Quality minutes last night off the bench for Tim Kendrick. In the high flyer from New York City, Brandon Bellotti. Was on the team last season. Here's Davis, loses the handle right at the end of the buzzer. So the tie with a 1-point lead. We're back after these messages. Stay with us. You're watching Hoopers basketball on TBL TV. Back inside the Joseph Zatzman Arena, downtown Dartmouth. Hoopers basketball here on TBL TV. The Hoopers trailing by 1 after 10 minutes. They will start with possession here in the second frame. It's Davis, Hogg, Ellison, Scott, along with Stanford. The original starting lineup for Tim Kendrick will start this period. Todd McEwen in the Tide. They'll elect to not start their original starting lineup for this period. John Baptiste will pick up his second personal, teams first. Devin Glenn along with CJ Jamison and Wol Mawan will get the start here in the second period. That's Hogg's first free throw. Strong on the attempt. First sighting of Brandon Wheel off the bench for the Tide, and an empty trip for Hogg. Glenn loses the handles, last touch by the Hoopers. Jamison will trigger the baseline inbound. Will trying to take Ellison off the glass. That'll rim out. Stanford chased down the rebound. Now Scott will look to push. Here's Tyler Scott. Three-pointer, nothing but nylon. Silky smooth jumper from downtown by Tyler Scott. Didn't hesitate. Is the two-time All-Canadian from the University of Prince Edward Island, where he played for his head coach here at the professional level under the tutelage of Tim Kendrick. Here's Scott. Can he go back to back? Left it short. Glenn now will get the Tide organized. Trailing by a bucket. And John Baptiste will draw the contact on Ellison. Tim will pick up his first, team's first in the quarter, as John Baptiste will shoot two. Strong on the first for Jean Baptiste. And barely scraped the rim on the second. So an empty trip for Finley. Here's Davis trying to get on track, averaging 24 points per game. Strong on the fadeaway, but Tim Ellison's there to clean up the mess. So Ellison's got 4 points. Jean Baptiste spins. Good looking move there by Finley. Able to finish in the lane on the spin move. Hogg throws it down with the right hand. An explosive move by Terrion Hogg. There's nobody was rejecting that shot in the lane. An emphatic dunk. Well, Will knocks down the three-pointer down the other end. Here's Davis. Ellison, bumped by Jean Baptiste. He'll kick it out. Davis punctures the paint. Baseline drive by Stanford. Strong move. Hogg with the putback dunk. It won't go. Numbers back the other way, and Jamison finishes. Scott gets it back off the pistol action. Finger roll there for Tyler Scott. Explosive move. Good give and go between him and Ellison off that pistol action. Scott trying to come on here in the second for the Hoopers. Here's Glenn. Wheel back-to-back three-pointers. That won't fall. Now here's Tyler Scott. Let's see what he's got on this drive. Bottled up. Davis's three-pointer won't go. So Davis still looking to get on track offensively. Glenn's three-pointer, it's good. So Devon Glenn with his first field goal gives the Tide back a 2-point lead. Ellison stepped through, was looking for the foul. It will stay with the Hoopers. Thomas and Robinson come back along with Latney. So some good minutes there for Todd McEwen and the Tide. They go back to 3 of their starters. Wheel the only man out there not in the starting lineup for the Tide tonight. Ellison's fadeaway won't fall. Now here's Latney. He was good in the first 10 minutes. Very aggressive getting downhill. Jamison for try for 3. It will fall. And CJ Jamison, quick trigger, and Tim Kendrick has seen enough. He'll call a timeout as the Tide take a 5-point lead with 7:19 remaining in the first half. Hoopers trailing by 5, 30-25. 7:19 remaining in the first half. The Tide on a 8-0 run. Scott, Ellison, Stanford, Davis, and Hogg on the floor for the Hoopers. It's Wheel, Latney, Jamison, Thomas, Robinson. And Jamison on the run out, and he'll lay it up and in. Little room service there for CJ Jamison. That's not the execution that Tim Kendrick envisioned coming out of that timeout. 7-point lead, the largest for the Tide. Pull up by Scott, left it short. Wanted to contact, didn't get the whistle. Now here's Latney. Latney's got Ellison. Blow by and lays it up, and an explosive move by Kendall Latney. Davis now. Fadeaway three-pointer, it's too strong. Scott can't come up with the rebound. So DJ Smith will check in for the first time for the Hoopers. Hogg will sit down. So Smith trying to provide a spark here. 9-point lead's the largest for the Tide. Robinson off the pin down action. Robinson can't finish. Now here's Davis. Davis, explosive move, rejected by Thomas. Courtside is the Tri-City Tide faithful as Davis tried to go to the cup strong. But Big Doug Thomas there with the rejection. Stanford bottled up by Wheel. Adam gets it back, stymied by Wheel again. He wanted a foul. 8 on the shot clock as Scott will inbound sideline out. Here's Scott, draws the double. Drops it off to Ellison, he'll bank it home. Great read there by Tyler Scott. Finding Ellison in the paint. That breaks up a 11-0 run by the Tide. Here's Robinson. Another miss and another putback by Robinson. It's got to be the 4th time tonight Jordan Robinson has missed the shot, grabbed his own rebound, and finished at the rim. Scott wanted a foul, didn't get it. Another steal by the Tide. Robinson posting up Scott. Won't go. Put back, not there this time for Jordan. Now here's Davis. Davis. Good ball movement. Wide open in the corner is DJ Smith. That won't go. And Jamison will walk it over the timeline. DJ good on the ball defense. Jamison backdoor, not there. Ellison with the rebound. It's poked away by Robinson. Now Robinson will try to go right at Ellison. Latney wide open three-pointer. He'll throw up the air ball. A little bit too much time for Kendall. Smith gets it over the Ellison. Now here's Scott. Scott gets inside and stripped away by Thomas. Now Wheel. Hesitation, left hand, left to short. Davis with Scott on the run out. Nice bounce pass to Stanford. He'll bank it in. Textbook 3-on-2 transition. Showtime by the Hoopers. Maybe this will get them going. Trailing by 7 with just under 4 minutes remaining in the first half. Here's Robinson. Goes up a wild shot. Try to chase down his own rebound. Kept it alive. Thomas with the loose ball. Now Latney spins. Robinson bullies his way inside. And Tyler Scott took the hit for the offensive foul. So Robinson picks up his first. And it'll be team second. So number 8, Tommy Empriam, will come in for the first time for the Tide. Dossie's back out there as well, playing with 2 fouls. So Todd McEwing rolling the dice here, bringing his starting point guard on the floor. Brandon Bellotti with the steals. He's come on for the Hoopers. And Thomas tried to get there to pick up that offensive foul. That was a runaway freight train as Brandon Bellotti tried to go end to end, as you can see on the replay. As he steamrolls Doug Thomas. Thomas, though, picks up his first personal. Timeout on the floor. Hoopers trailing it by 7 with 2:57 remaining in the first half. Hoopers basketball out of the timeout. Trailing by 7, 2:57 remaining in the first half. It'll be Davis, Bellotti, Smith, Stanford, and Ellison for Tim Kendrick. Here's DJ Smith. Now Davis. Davis, baseline jumper, won't go, and the struggle's continuing here for Tone. Jameson's three-pointer gets the shooter's bounce, and he skips to Malou up the other end. So CJ, very good half going here for the Tide. Here's Davis off the screen from Ellison. Ellison with the smaller man. Drops it off to Bellotti, and Bellotti sneaks inside and banks it home. Latney now. Latney, fadeaway jumper, good. Good looking fadeaway jumper there by Kendall Latney. Ten-point lead. It's the largest for the Tide. Bellotti's three-pointer in the corner. Won't go. Stanford try to keep it alive, and Latney comes up with the loose ball. Jamison chased off the three-point line. Jamison will fire. Heat check, and C.J. Jamison is on a wave, folks. Knocks down the contested three-pointer from Ellison. Back-to-back three-pointers for CJ. That's his fourth in the half. And Tommy Imprim. And Tim Kendrick has seen enough with just over a minute remaining here in the first half. And the Tide with a 14-point lead. But the extremely hot shooting here in the first half by C.J. Jamison. So the Hoopers with some work to do in the second half if they're going to get back-to-back W's versus the first place Tri-City Tide. Coming into this game 12-3. And as mentioned, folks, at the top of the broadcast, they started the season with a 8-game winning streak before losing their first game. This franchise has totally turned around their fortunes from last season. Halifax, on the other hand, trying to build on a win last night here at home versus the Port City Power. A 125-100 win, picking up their fifth win on the season. And it's not going to be easy versus this very talented Tri-City Tide in this new Atlantic Canada division. Hoopers basketball out of the timeout. Stanford, Davis, Bellotti, Ellison, and Scott, their original starters. Ellison picks up his dribble, looking to pass it. He'll dial it up for three. Got it. Well, Tim Ellison. Couldn't find anybody to give it to. He says, I'll do it myself. Here's Latney. Dossie, wide open three-pointer. Won't fall. Davis now. Draws the double. Steps through it. Tone, fadeaway jumper. Won't go. Dossie now looking to push. Numbers not there for the Tide. They'll get into their half-court set. Here's Latney. Step back three-pointer on the way. Throws up the air ball. Good close there by Tyler Scott. So at the end of the half, Hoopers trailing it 46-34. We'll step aside. We'll be back with the second half and some halftime numbers, hopefully. But nonetheless, stay with us. You're watching Hoopers basketball on TBL TV.
One system, every level, from the first AAU practice to the pros. Hectic schedules, constant messages, high expectations. The BioSteel Teams app becomes a through line connecting youth, prep, college, and pro basketball, helping teams run the right way from day one. This isn't just an app, it's the new standard for team communication.
Triple B's in the TBL done linked up. Boy, it's about to be one of the coldest seasons in the world. Trust me when I tell you. Hey, and we got that merch coming to you. Yeah, hats, hoodies, T-shirts. You want it all. You got to look sharp at the game while you over there cheering. Yes, indeed. We got 38, I say again, 38 teams. Come on now. This is the real deal. You talking about a league? You better come see it.
Some say you'll love me one day. I will wait to kiss your love.
Hey Halifax, it's CJ from the Hoopers. On and off the court, I know how important it is to have a good team you can trust. That's why I drive Steel Ford Lincoln. They're all about supporting our community and making sure you feel right at home, just like a family. If you want a team that's got your back, check out Steel Ford Lincoln. I'm proud to represent the Halifax Hoopers, and I'm proud to drive Steel Ford Lincoln.
Just 3% dehydration, that's all it takes. A 10% drop in strength, 10% less power, 15% less endurance. Would you risk it? When you're dehydrated, your body isn't performing at its peak. Your muscles can't recover, your game suffers. That's why we created BioSteel. Clean, healthy hydration. Trusted by pro athletes since 2009. Formulated to keep you performing stronger, longer. No sugar, no compromise. 3% dehydration, 100% preventable. Steel sharpens steel.
In the arena of sports, every game is a battle. And every athlete is a gladiator.
From the right side, makes a look at the backhand and scores!
And every battle needs chroniclers to give voice to defeat, perseverance, and relentless resolve. Can you hear it? The roar waiting to rise. They live for this. They want this. What do you want?
Again, pushing his weight. Pushed off tackler.
2 and get the second goal of the game for Thomas Habib.
Nice little move. Buffy scores.
Passing them forth and they score!
You know what we want. To immortalize every moment and make sure you never miss a play. This is Maritime Athletic Profiles.
Never miss a play.
What makes a name? You might think it's the game winners or the highlights, but the foundation is ours. Sacrifice. And failure. Thousands of reps. Did you think it was easy? The work behind this name will make it echo forever.
Greatness isn't born, it's forged. It's in the sweat, the grind, and the sacrifices we make. It's in the choices we face every day, from the strength we build in the gym to what we fuel our bodies with. How steel sharpens steel, we push one another to be better, stronger, sharper, and find strength not just in ourselves, but in those who stand with us, on the field, on the court, and in life. Because every choice matters. Every drop of effort, every ounce of fuel. Together, we're not just chasing goals. We're building stronger bodies, sharper minds, and healthier lives. Greatness is in the moments that test us, the choices that fuel us, and the people who push us. BioSteel is built for those moments. Every step, every play, every day, steel sharpens steel.
Some say you love me one day. I will wait to kiss your love.
Hey Halifax, it's CJ from the Hoopers. On and off the court, I know how important it is to have a good team you can trust. That's why I drive Steel Ford Lincoln. They're all about supporting our community and making sure you feel right at home, just like a family. If you want a team that's got your back, check out Steel Ford Lincoln. I'm proud to represent the Halifax Hoopers, and I'm proud to drive Steel Ford Lincoln.
Triple B's in the TBL done linked up. Boy, it's about to be one of the coldest seasons in the world. Trust me when I tell you. Hey, and we got that merch coming to you. Yeah, hats, hoodies, T-shirts. You want it all. You got to look sharp at the game while you over there cheering. Yes, indeed. We got 38, I say again, 38 teams. Come on now. This is the real deal. You talking about a league? You better come see it.
One system, every level, from the first AAU practice to the pros. Hectic schedules, constant messages, high expectations. The BioSteel Teams app becomes a through line connecting youth, prep, college, and pro basketball, helping teams run the right way from day one. This isn't just an app, it's the new standard for team communication.
Triple B's in the TBL done linked up. Boy, it's about to be one of the coldest seasons in the world. Trust me when I tell you. Hey, and we got that merch coming to you. Yeah, hats, hoodies, T-shirts. You want it all. You got to look sharp at the game while you over there cheering. Yes, indeed. We got 38, I say again, 38 teams. Come on now, this is the real deal. You talking about a league? You better come see it.
Some say you'll love me one day. I will wait to kiss your love.
Hey Halifax, it's CJ from the Hoopers. On and off the court, I know how important it is to have a good team you can trust. That's why I drive Steel Ford Lincoln. They're all about supporting our community and making sure you feel right at home, just like a family. If you want a team that's got your back, check out Steel Ford Lincoln. I'm proud to represent the Halifax Hoopers, and I'm proud to drive Steel Ford Lincoln.
Just 3% dehydration. That's all it takes. A 10% drop in strength, 10% less power, 15% less endurance. Would you risk it? When you're dehydrated, your body isn't performing at its peak. Your muscles can't recover. Your game suffers. That's why we created BioSteel. Clean, healthy hydration. Trusted by pro athletes since 2009. Formulated to keep you performing stronger, longer. No sugar, no compromise. 3% dehydration, 100% preventable. Steel sharpens steel.
In the arena of sports, every game is a battle. And every athlete is a gladiator.
From the right side, makes a look at the backhand and
And every battle needs chroniclers to give voice to defeat, perseverance, and relentless resolve. Can you hear it? The roar waiting to rise. They live for this. They want this. What do you want?
Again, pushing his weight. Pushed off tackler.
And get the second goal of the game for Thomas Habib.
Nice little move. Buffy scores.
passing him forth, and they score!
You know what we want. To immortalize every moment and make sure you never miss a play. This is Maritime Athletic Profiles.
Never miss a play.
What makes a name? You might think it's the game winners or the highlights, but the foundation is ours. Sacrifice. And failure. Thousands of reps. Did you think it was easy? The work behind this name will make it echo forever.
Greatness isn't born, it's forged. It's in the sweat, the grind, and the sacrifices we make. It's in the choices we face every day, from the strength we build in the gym to what we fuel our bodies with. How steel sharpens steel, we push one another to be better, stronger, sharper. We find strength not just in ourselves, but in those who stand with us, on the field, on the court, and in life. Because every choice matters. Every drop of effort, every ounce of fuel. Together, we're not just chasing goals. We're building stronger bodies, sharper minds, and healthier lives. Greatness is in the moments that test us, the choices that fuel us, and the people who push us. BioSteel is built for those moments. Every step, every play, every day, steel sharpens steel.
Some say you'll love me one day. I will wait to kiss your love.
Hey Halifax, it's CJ from the Hoopers. On and off the court, I know how important it is to have a good team you can trust. That's why I drive Steel Ford Lincoln. They're all about supporting our community and making sure you feel right at home, just like a family. If you want a team that's got your back, check out Steel Ford Lincoln. I'm proud to represent the Halifax Hoopers, and I'm proud to drive Steel for Lincoln.
Triple B's in the TBL that linked up. Boy, it's about to be one of the.
Welcome back to Dartmouth in the Joseph Zatzman's Arena here in downtown Dartmouth. We are at the half where the Halifax Hoopers trail the Tri-City Tide 46-34. The Tide went on a run at the end of that second period, and it was C.J. Jamison who really had things going his way in the first half. And he was explosive, folks. He got it done on the offensive end and propelled this Tide team with this double-digit lead, their largest in this game. So the Hoopers with some work to do here in the second half. They'll go with their original starting lineup. It's Ellison, Davis, Stanford, Hogg, and Scott. Tide, they counter with the same. Dossie, who picked up 2 quick fouls in the first quarter. It's Latney, Thomas, Robinson, who's been a beast on the offensive glass, and the aforementioned C.J. Jamison. Hogg's corner three won't fall. Here's Jamison. He was hotter than fish grease at the end of the second period for the Tide. Robinson, who's been very good in the painted area, especially off his own misses. Ellison batted around. Jamison leaves it there for Latney. He'll lay it up and in. So not much rim protection there for the Hoopers. Another second chance opportunity and another conversion for the Tide. Here's Ellison. He can shoot it from beyond the arc, knocked down a three-pointer in the first half. Davis turns Robinson inside out, gets inside and flips it up and in. Beautiful take by Tone Davis. Maybe this is what gets him on track offensively. Dossie loses the handle as Robinson was wide open on the rim run. Ellison hands it off to Hogg. Hogg trying to get downhill. Scott gets inside, he'll bank it in. Good cut off the DHO by Tyler Scott. Dialed up a couple long balls. Hit a couple home runs was Tyler Scott in that first half. Needs a few more here in the second. Floater not there. Thomas with the rebound. Scott hobbled, favoring that right leg. 4-on-5 back the other way for the Hoopers. Hogg can't convert. Scott will try to defend, and he takes the hit, but that'll be a foul on Tyler Scott. He'll have to be looked after by the athletic training staff for the Halifax Hoopers. Scott still down after that collision between him and Dossie. Helped back up to his feet. Will he continue? It appears to be, but he'll have to go to the bench as he is in a lot of pain, is Tyler Scott. So Brandon Bellotti will come in. Let's hope that Tyler Scott is okay. Second leading scorer for the Hoopers. He had a 27-point performance last night on 10 of 13 shooting. 4 of 7 from downtown in 31 minutes was Tyler Scott. And he grabbed 8 rebounds, just for good measure. So Dossie hits the first. They'll knock down the second to extend this lead. Bellotti trying to make something happen. And Stanford can't handle the baseline drift. Dossie into Thomas, rejected by Ellison. Bellotti, corner three. Left it short. Thomas with the rebound. Dossie with the quickness back the other way. And he gets it up and over Bellotti. Stripped. Jamison lays it up and in. Things really coming undone now here for the Hoopers. Bellotti. Ellison with the pull up. Got it. Ellison breaks up that 8-0 run. Jamison, that three-pointer almost banks in. Here's Stanford playing bully ball. Left it short. Dossie's pass almost picked off. Jamison drops it off to Robinson for the two-handed flush. Ellison. Jamison with another steal. Dossie on the run out. And Tim Kendrick finally calls timeout. 18-point lead for the Tide. And they have been getting it done on the defensive end. So the Hoopers down 18 with 7:29 remaining in the third. Lots of time for the Hoopers, but ball security needs to be of the premium variety here going forward. Too many turnovers and run out opportunities in transition for the visitors. It's Todd McEwing's team really stepping up on the defensive end, forcing errant passes and opportunities the other way in transition for themselves. So Tim Kendrick looking for some answers here. As Josiah Tynes will come on out of the timeout. Stanford will stay on the floor along with Ellison, Bellotti, and Scott, who's come back after being shaken up early in this second half. Here's Tynes. Ellison, straight line drive, and Tim will lay it in. Good looking half court set there by the Hoopers. Jamison, three-pointer. Rims out. Here's Scott trying to push it down the other end. Josiah with the step through, loses the handle. Now Bellotti gets inside, draws the contact. Brandon will shoot two. So Wheel will pick up his first, team's first. Bellotti with a couple free throws here. Brandon will go 2 for 2. Robinson posting up Tynes. And Josiah will be called for the hold. So Ellison will check out. A very small lineup on the floor for the Hoopers now. Bellotti will have to check Thomas. And Stanford picks up Robinson. Here's Wheel. Robinson now will try to back down. Scott fadeaway jumper's good. Scott, step back on Jamison. Bellotti with the follow. Brandon Bellotti playing some karate inside with the putback off that miss. Jamison looking for the ball screen. Dossie's three-pointer. Smith comes up with the rebound, now Tynes. Tynes gets inside, swatted from behind by Dossie. Thomas couldn't corral it on the baseline after colliding with Smith. Possession will stay with the Hoopers. Strong move by Stanford. Robinson again. Bellotti looking for the and one. A strong move on Robinson. Lots of contact. Dean Penn turning a blind eye on the baseline. Robinson fade away, and he'll draw the contact. A couple free throws coming up here for Jordan Robinson. Nope. Actually, Finley John Baptiste, who's come on, will be called for the activity away from the ball. So that'll be a foul on him, his third, team's first. Smith strong to the hole, and Scott with the follow. And Tyler Scott will get a warning for delay of game. And that'll be the one and only delay of game warning for the Hoopers. The next one, they'll shoot a technical. Robinson again inside. Tynes for three, got it. Josiah knocks down the three. He's got a few words for Wheel. Says, you got to come out all the way on me, partner. Tynes with the defense, chases it down. Stanford. And Stanford's rejected by Dossie. John Baptiste loses the handle, but Adam Stanford thought he could catch Dossie in the poster, but the smaller man timed his jump and met them right at the apex. Outstanding defense in transition by Dossie. Here's Smith. He'll try to play bully ball on Dossie. Jean Baptiste might have gotten away with a foul. Late whistle by Brent Martindale. And maybe it was a foul on Jean Baptiste. Look, he got somebody on the arm. Not sure who it was. As Devon Glenn will come in for Dossie with 3:11 remaining in the quarter. Lead down the 9, so a late push here in the third for the Hoopers. Stanford's jumper's good. Compete level on high alert right now for the Hoopers. They're down as much as 18 twice in this second half. A little bit too much physicality there by DJ Smith. That's his first, third team foul. Robinson, who's been a handful all night for the Hoopers, gets his own miss again. The fifth time in this game for Jordan Robinson, who missed his initial shot, but he just keeps coming. And he'll pick up the foul in transition. That'll be his second. It'll be sideline out for the Hoopers. Timeout on the floor. Halifax trailing 66-57, 2:25 remaining here in the third. Hoopers basketball out of the timeout. Great crowd on hand here at the Zatzman Arena. Vince Williams on hand and the entire Maritime Athletic Profiles crew here on TBL TV for Hoopers basketball this evening. As the Hoopers trying to go back-to-back victories over the #1 team in the Atlantic Canada Division. Bellotti with the explosive move to the bucket. Takes the hit, and he'll go to the line to complete the three-point play. And that was absolutely gorgeous. He left Robinson in cement shoes at the three-point line. So Brandon Bellotti, who has provided a much-needed spark here in the second half, off the bench, will try to get the Hoopers within 6. And he does. So a 2-possession game. Things really look like they were about to come undone around the 7-minute mark of this period. Hoopers were down as much as 18 points. Smith with the steal. Latney steals it back for the Tide. As the seas part for Latney, he takes the hit from Ellison, and Kendall Latney will shoot 2. So Ellison picks up his second personal, 14th foul. Next one, they're over the limit. So a couple free throws coming up here for Latney. Quiet second half for Kendall. He really came on in this game in the second period. And a 1-for-2 trip for Latney. Almost tipped in. Possession will stay with the Tide. Emprium will come on for Tri-City. Latney can't save it in the corner. So a chance here for the Hoopers. Scott 1-on-2. As a foul. It should be. It won't be on Robinson. Scott goes hard to the floor. He'll shoot a pair. And let's see who they give the foul to. So Scott, who's come on for the first time, number 5 for the Tide. That'll be his first. They put him right to work off the bench for Tri-City. Scott leaves the first free throw short. And a 1-for-2 trip for Tyler. Great pressure there by Josiah Tynes. Almost got Glenn to cough it up. Here's Latney. Too many steps. Tynes for 3. Here's Latney on the run out. They have numbers. Robinson stepped through, finger roll. Put backs there for Emprin. Scott's fadeaway won't fall. I think I've been saying Tommy's last name incorrect. It's Epriam. So Tommy Epriam with the putback. Horns action here for the Tide. Here's Latney. Looking for Robinson in the post. Latney's fadeaway. Now Tynes. Difference of 10 seconds on the shot clock, game clock. Ellison wrapped up. No whistle. Tim Kendrick can't believe it. And Josiah Tynes will be called for the foul. They're over the limit. Ephraim went hard to the floor. Tommy's still down. He'll shoot a couple free throws, but there was a lot of contact on that ball screen and roll by Ellison to the rim. Looked like he got totally wrapped up in that replay. Let's take another look here, folks. No doubt about it, there was a lot of contact. Should have been a whistle in favor of the Hoopers. But nonetheless, Tani Ephraim will shoot two. Good minutes off the bench for Tommy. And the Tide strong on the first, though. As the captain, Tyler Scott, will have a quick conversation with Dean Pan, one of the three officials tonight. Stanford with the rebound, so some justice there. Ball don't lie. 7-point game. Hoopers will hold for the last shot. Here's Tynes. Tynes off the ball screen. Hesitation in the reach on by Ephraim. And let's see if they're over the limit. It appears to be. A couple free throws here for Josiah Tynes. Tynes, who's been provided a much-needed spark along with Bellotti off the bench for Tim Kendrick. We'll try to get the Hoopers within 5 here to start the fourth. Still some time left, though, for the Tide. 4 seconds to be exact. As Tynes will go 2 for 2. Here's Glenn. Gets it off in time to count if it goes, and he knocks it down. And that was a heartbreaker. Three-pointer right at the end of the quarter for Glenn. Halifax tried to prevent it, but Devon Glenn got a good shot off right at the end of the half. So the Hoopers trail by 9. Fourth quarter on the other side. Stay with us. You're watching Hoopers basketball on TBL TV. So it's tied basketball to start the fourth. Leading it by 9. Dossie will bring it over the timeline. Latney's out there along with Robinson. And Ephraim as well. Spin in the lane by Latney. Fadeaway jumpers. Good. Kendall Latney picking up where he left off in that second period. pushes the lead back up to double digits. It's Ellison, Scott, Tynes who provided that spark in the third. Stanford along with Hogg. And Ellison able to take advantage of his size versus Robinson, banks it home. Backdoor not there. Left it short was Scott. Here's Hogg, picks up his dribble. Stanford gets inside, and he'll draw the foul on Robinson. And a couple free throws coming up here for Adam Stanford. So Robinson will pick up his third personal, team's first. Half the first one short. And a 1-for-2 trip for Stanford. Halifax looking to try to build on some momentum here. They captured in the second half of that third period. Latney, though, trying to extinguish that fire, and he'll knock down the three-pointer. So Kendall Latney picking up where C.J. Jameson left off. Scott's fadeaway jumpers got it. And that's not an easy shot, folks, from that distance. Tyler Scott with the fadeaway jumper just inside the three-point line. Latney again. Scott almost with the follow, but Tyler Scott with the great basketball IQ play on the baseline, able to throw it off of Scott. It'll be Hooper's basketball. Here's Tynes now. He'll bring it over the timeline. Tynes gets it back off the pistol action. Josiah bumped, and Josiah will go to the line to complete the three-point play. That pistol action has worked a couple times tonight. Not sure why they don't use it more often with Tim Ellison. Great ball distributor is Tim Ellison. Just finishing up his collegiate career with the University of New Brunswick Reds. And Josiah Tynes, the native of North Preston, Nova Scotia, able to complete the three-point play. Leads back to 6. Two-possession game. Here's Dossie, gets inside. Strong off the glass. Ellison secures for the Hoopers. Skip pass. Good movement. Hogg's baseline jumper won't go. Dossie. Ephraim not there. Latney couldn't follow. Stanford almost gets it stolen from behind, and look out. Tommy Ephraim clutching that right hamstring. He'll continue in this contest, but I'm not sure what's going on with C.J. Jameson for the Tide. He's still on the bench as the Tide holding on to a 6-point lead here. So Todd McEwing deciding to give CJ, one of his best players, a little bit more rest time before closing this 1-0. Scott's three-pointer won't fall from the corner. Now Dossie will survey. Dossie closely guarded by Hogg. He's fouled, not in the act of shooting. As Mawin will come in, Mawin. That'll be Tehran's second personal. Team's first. Latney will pull it out. Scott Ellison on him. He wants this mismatch. They'll decide to go with Thomas. He'll get it inside to Ephraim. Ephraim 1-on-4. Stripped away by Hogg, but Latney steals it from him. That'll rim out. And bodies flying all over the floor here. Hogg shaken up along with Tommy Ephraim. So Ellison will be called for the foul. It's his third. It'll be the Hoopers' second team foul. On comes C.J. Jamison. Ephraim will go to the bench for the Tide. Bellotti checks in for Scott. So Brandon Bellotti, who provided a much-needed spark off the bench in the third when they were down as much as 18, he's back out there and he'll draw the assignment to try to neutralize C.J. Jamison. And he gets right to work there on that block out on that missed shot. Pistol action again. Back to Ellison. Had Stanford wide open behind him, but he doesn't have eyes in the back of his head. Unable to execute that pass. Tynes bumped to the floor, no whistle. As Dossie appeared to be all over Josiah Tynes. He protests to Brent Martindale. Well, they're getting the call down the other end. Why can't I get it down to this end? Here's Latney. He'll get it over the timeline. Horns action here by the Tide. Dossie gets it back. Dossie inside, off the glass and in. Explosive move by Dossie as he was able to shake Hogg. He goes high off the glass and in. Here's Hogg now. Tynes wide open for three. As the Tide dared Josiah to shoot it. Dossie with the pull-up, it's good. So DQ Dossie picking up the offense here in the fourth for the Tide. Back-to-back buckets, quick 4 points in the quarter. Ellison, spin on Thomas. Tim draws the contact on Latney, and Tim Ellison will shoot too. That was a beautiful spin move to shake Thomas and then draw the contact by Tim Ellison. So a couple of very important free throws here for Ellison and the Hoopers. G.J. Smith and Mason Jones looking to check in with 6:58 remaining in the fourth period. Hoopers trail by 10 and a timeout on the floor. Hoopers with some work to do. They got it down as much as 6 twice in the second half after trailing by 18. Ellison goes 2 for 2. Cuts the lead to 8. Dossie's three-pointer won't go. Cross-court pass picked off by Latney. He's met there by Bellotti. And Kendall Latney will shoot 2. So an ill-advised cross-court pass picked off by Latney. It'll be Brandon's second. Third team foul. Couple free throws coming up here for Kendall Latney. Left is short on the first. He'll go 1 for 2. Bellotti. Jones drops it off to Ellison, up and in. Great read off of that swing pass by Mason Jones, finding a wide open Tim Ellison. Lead down to 7, just over 6 remaining in regulation. Crowd coming alive here. Bellotti try to chase it down, a collision with Latney, and it'll be on Kendall Latney. Outstanding hustle by Brandon Bellotti. So Latney will pick up his third. Team's fourth. Next one, they're over the limit. They'll be in the bonus situation the rest of the way on the next foul. Halifax needs to be aggressive here, as Robinson will come on for the Tide. The original starting lineup out there for Todd McEwen. Here's Davis. Haven't seen him in a long time for the Hoopers. Ellison for 3. Tim's got it from downtown. Tim Ellison, inside out game. I've seen a lot of games of Tim Ellison at the collegiate level, and this man has elevated his game here at the pro level. But Jamison puts a hush on this Hoopers crowd, knocking down another three-pointer. When the flame is lit by the Hoopers, C.J. Jamison has had an answer tonight. Mason Jones, it's blocked, rimmed out for Stanford. Here's Jamison, hesitation. He wanted the ball back on the give and go. And Todd McEwen will call a timeout with 4:58 remaining. 85-78 for the Tide. Well, what can you say the game tonight by Tim Ellison? Your leading scorer, Tone Davis, has been kept in check tonight, averaging 24 points per game, but Tim Ellison has gotten it done on the offensive end. A couple three-pointers by the big man. Not phased is Tim Ellison. Couple hoops in tight there, you can see in the replay, but he's put together a nice little highlight package tonight in his efforts. And he's been good on all three phases offensively. In the paint, finishing. The mid-range, he's knocked down a couple mid-range jumpers. And he can extend you from three-point range as well. He's got a couple three-pointers on the game. But man, they need a little bit more from everybody else right now. So out of the timeout for the Hoopers, it's Ellison, Jones, Stanford, Hogg, and Davis. And let's see what Todd McEwen and the Tide counter with. Should be their original starting lineup. And it is Thomas Robinson, Jamison, along with Latney. No, they'll go with Mawan. So they elect to keep Dossie out of it, and Dossie is shaken up. He's being looked after by the athletic training staff here at the Zatzman Arena. So he's shaken up, favoring that right leg. Missed by Jamison, corralled and secured by Ellison. He's got to be strong with it, and he does. Numbers on the run out. High, throws it down. And Davis saw that all the way for Hogg, and that takes the roof off of here at the Zatzman Arena. Can this propel the Hoopers? 5-point game, just over 4 minutes remaining in regulation. Davis saw that alley-oop all the way to Hogg. And man, that was fireworks. You could see it all the way. Davis was looking for it. Puts it up to perfection where only Hogg could go up and get it and throw it down with two hands with authority. You know, stay tied basketball. Well, Halifax needs a string together a couple stops here. Bonwin for three, and he rattles it in. My goodness, that's a huge three by Wohl. Just as Halifax had the momentum, snuffed out with back-to-back three-pointers. Davis trying to counter. Here's Hogg. Stanford's jumper, it's good. Looking for another stop are the Hoopers. Full court pressure here. Jones on Latney, he'll get it over the timeline. Kendall drives to the rim, and Stanford wanted to tie up. Kendall Latney will draw just enough contact, and he'll shoot two. Crowd coming alive here at the Zatzman Arena. Might have gotten to Latney on that first free throw. He'll go 1 for 2. Tyler Scott back in the game for the Hoopers. That was almost disastrous there on that inbound. Stanford, and a tie-up by Robinson. And the Hoopers bench cannot believe it. So Robinson managed to tie up Stanford with one arm. And let's see if he's got a case. Lots of contact with that off arm. You can see he's got the right arm in there. Might have gotten the ball. But there was a lot of contact with that off arm and that left hand on the back of Stanford. And Robinson wins the tip. So an empty trip for the Hoopers. Here's Robinson. Maywin for three. That's not there. Good close-out by Ellison. A stumble to the floor. And a turnover as Stanford got tied up by Jamison. Just relentless pressure by the Tide. Holding on to a 7-point lead here. Every time Halifax pushes back, the Tide has had an answer tonight. This man inbounding the ball has provided that answer, C.J. Jamison. Gets it back on the inbound. Tries to shake Davis. Latney's been equally good here in the second. Spin move, gorgeous. Left spin in the lane and right hand finish at the rim by Latney. Davis pressing his offense but can't get it to go. It will stay with Halifax. But man, the two guards tonight for the Tide have been outstanding, number 6 and number 4. They have been giving the Hoopers fits. Latney and Jamison. Steal on the inbound. Jamison. He'll lay it up and in. Had a notion to throw it down, but opted to just lay it up and in and take the 2 points. Here's Hogg. Stanford, and that'll be a walk on Adam Stanford. Bellotti comes in. Davis will go to the bench for the Hoopers. A tough night for Halifax's leading scorer. 2:11 remaining. Hoopers call a timeout, trailing by 11. So what it seems to be a mountain to climb here for the Hoopers. 2:11 remaining in regulation, trailing by 11. But they have fought back in this basketball game. Just can't come up with enough stops in a row. Every time they get close, within 6, gotten down as much as 4, the Tide have had an answer. And it's been the guard play tonight, strong guard play by Kendall Latney and C.J. Jamison. Robinson has done his thing on the inside, but these guards have been outstanding tonight for Todd McEwen and Tri-City. Trying to move their record to 13-3. Latney chases down his miss, but he climbs over the back of Tim Ellison. He can't believe it. In total disbelief, as Tim Ellison will shoot 2. So a couple important free throws coming up here for Tim Ellison and the Hoopers. Need to make these free throws. First one with Remo. Empty trip. Bellotti try to chase it down. Oh, Brandon Bellotti providing a lot of energy off the bench. He has been a bright light tonight here for the Hoopers. Hogg now trying to put the pressure on Latney. Ma wins block, but Latney's there with the follow. Quick offense here. They're taking their time. Scott gets doubled, slips through it. Hog three-pointer. Might have been partially blocked by Mawin. Ellison can't convert. And Wall Mawin will go to the line to shoot two. One for two. Here's Scott, three-pointer. Won't go. Stanford with the follow. Scott tried to save it. And look out, he goes flying into the first row in the bench area, trying to save that one on the sideline. So Jones will come in out of frustration. You can see it by Tyler Scott, the second leading scorer for the Hoopers. Latney. Thomas will pull it out. Latney. He'll get it back. Shot clock under 5. Jamison, three-pointer. Won't go. Tip kept alive. Bellotti comes up with it. Brandon, end to end, and he tried to throw it down. He lost the ball on the way up. And he wanted the foul. Jackson and Ninya will come in. Tim Ellison's night's over, but Big Tim Ellison gave everything he had tonight for the Hoopers. An impressive game by that young man. Got to give him full marks on his effort tonight. Jones's three won't go, and the Tide will dribble this one out, and they'll move their record to 13-3. Halifax 5-9. So a effort there comes a little short for the Hoopers. So a tough loss here for the Hoopers tonight. Unable to get it done in the late stages of this game. They tried their best. Were the Hoopers. Just comes up short. So that'll wrap it up here at the Zatzman Sportsplex Arena. For Clark Swim and the entire Maritime Athletic Profiles crew, I'm Vince Williams saying thank you for watching Hoopers basketball on TBL TV. Good night and so long from Dartmouth, Nova Scotia.
Yeah, hats, hoodies, t-shirts. You want it all. You got to look sharp at the game while you over there cheering. Yes, indeed. We got 38, I say again, 38 teams. Come on now. This is the real deal. You talking about a league? You better come see it.
one system, every level, from the first AAU practice to the pros. Hectic schedules, constant messages, high expectations. The BioSteel Teams app becomes a through line connecting youth, prep, college, and pro basketball, helping teams run the right way from day one. This isn't just an app, it's the new standard for team communication.
Triple B's in the TBL done linked up. Boy, it's about to be one of the coldest seasons in the world. Trust me when I tell you. Hey, and we got that merch coming to you. Yeah, hats, hoodies, T-shirts. You want it all. You got to look sharp at the game while you over there cheering. Yes, indeed. We got 38, I say again, 38 teams. Come on now. This is the real deal. You talking about a league? You better come see it.